Hi there, this is TJ from Mesh America. Today I want to show you how you can use the Mesh America Device Configurator to flash your MeshCore devices with IoTThink's EasySkyMesh power-saving firmware. The first question you might have is, what is IoTThink's EasySkyMesh power-saving firmware? Well, to put it simply, it's just MeshCore firmware that's been highly optimized for power saving. You'll see significant reduction in battery usage for many of your MeshCore devices. The second question you might be asking is, what is the Mesh America Device Configurator? Well, the easy answer is this is basically the same tool as the MeshCore.io flasher app. The main difference between this and the MeshCore version is it's quite a bit easier to use, but it also integrates some other firmware such as WataMesh. We're working with the IoTThink's team to hopefully integrate the power-saving firmware right into our app, but for the time being, we're going to use the custom flasher to set up our devices. For today's demo, we're going to be using the Heltec T114 as the device that we're choosing to flash as a repeater, but this will work with quite a few other devices as well. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to apps.meshmerica.com. It should automatically bring you to /device configurator. And you're presented with three options here. Set up a new device, update firmware, or configure a device. In this case, we can choose set up a device or update firmware. They do the same thing, but we're setting up a new device, so we're going to select that. And then in the list of devices, we can filter it down if we want. We can select Heltec T114. As you can see, the device comes up. We're going to select it. Our device has no display, so we're going to select that option. And we're setting up a repeater today. You can choose to set up a companion Bluetooth, a companion USB, or a room server as well. So we've selected the repeater, and we have a few options here. First, it shows us the default MeshCore team's firmware version that's available to us. That's version currently 1.16.0. You have the option to install the OTA fixed bootloader, which is not the focus of today's discussion, but this is an option that you want to consider if you want to flash your repeaters remotely. The next one is we can flash custom firmware, and then we can also download the current MeshCore firmware files. We have an option to erase our firmware before we flash. So what we want to do is flash custom firmware. So where do we get our firmware files? Well, we're going to go to another tab, and here you can see we're at github.com/IoTThinks/EasySkyMesh. These links will all be available in the description after the video. But you can also probably find this by searching Google for EasySkyMesh MeshCore firmware, and it should bring you to this page. What we're looking for is the latest release. So if we look on the right-hand side, we'll see the releases section, and we can click there. Here we see the Powersaving 16 version. Whenever there's a new release, it'll show up at the top of the page. You can see this was released 3 weeks ago. If we scroll down, we'll be able to see Powersaving 15, which was released on April 24th. So we're going to scroll back up, and I'm just going to quickly run through what the release looks like. So obviously the version is in the name. You'll also see a grid here, which shows the devices that were tested for this release and the power consumption for that device. You'll see known issues and patches. You'll also see some instructions on how to flash if you prefer to use that. You might want to stop here and just follow their instructions. You'll see features that were released with this version and any hotfixes that were applied as well. And then the IoTThink's team has some section on testing that they did for their demos. If you're into the more technical aspects, you can review this. And then finally, there's an assets section. And the assets section are the actual firmware files for each device. So we're going to expand the show all 178 assets. And we're going to look for our specific device. In this case, we're going to be flashing, as I mentioned previously, the Heltec T114, and we can see that right here. So we're going to be flashing a repeater, and you might notice that there's a UF2 in the zip file. So we're going to want to use the zip file here. In this case, we're downloading Powersaving 16.0.2. The 0.2 indicates there have been 2 patches or hot fixes to the Powersaving 16 firmware. So let's go ahead and download that zip file. Now that we have the zip file downloaded, we can go back to the MeshCore Device Configurator, and we choose the Flash Custom Firmware option. We're going to drop the zip file here, or we're going to click to browse. In this case, we'll just click to browse. And we're going to find our downloads folder, and we have our Powersaving Firmware right here. So then we're going to choose Flash Device, and we can see it's going to give us an option here for our devices. In this case, I have 3 devices plugged in. How do I know which device that I want to flash? Well, the easiest way to find out is just to unplug the device and see which one of these devices disappears, make a note of that, plug it back in, and then choose that device. In this case, I already know it's COM16. I'm going to click Connect, and at this point it's going to go into DFU mode. The DFU mode is the mode that allows us to upload the firmware to the device. If you look at the device at this point, and this varies from device to device, the lights should be on, indicating that it is in DFU mode. For the Heltec T114, 2 green lights, round green lights come on, LEDs, and then there's a 3rd green LED that slowly flashes. So I know it's in DFU mode at this point. I can go ahead and click Continue. Now that it's in DFU mode, your COM port may have changed. So again, if you're unsure, you might want to unplug the device and plug it back in, and that way you can tell which COM port you need to select. If you do that, it will stop the DFU mode, and you might have to start the process over again. So make sure and write these down so that you remember what they are. So I know mine's COM12. I'm going to connect, and at this point, the firmware flashing has started. While this is happening, I want to point out, if you're unable to put it into DFU mode, most of the devices have a manual way of entering DFU mode. Try the double reset, or double clicking the reset button. If that doesn't work, you can try double clicking the user button and then single clicking the reset button, but check the manufacturer's instructions on how to put the device into DFU mode. So you can see we are nearly complete. We just finished. Now we can click Configure Device. I like to do this so that I can verify that the flash took. So we're going to connect via USB because this device is connected to my computer via USB. Again, I know this is COM16, so we're going to select that. Oh. Let's give it another shot. It might not have been ready. There we go. So now we can see it loaded. We're a Heltec T114 repeater. That's the default name given by the flasher. And we have the ability to customize all our options. This means that our flash took, and we're good to go. And that's all there is to it. It's pretty easy. If you have any questions or any comments, please leave them below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.